So you've done it, you've made it, you've become productive and you're finally doing work. Congratulations, this is great. However, what comes with doing work is the stress of a busy life. And in today's video, we're going to be breaking down how to turn this stressful, busy life into a fun and exciting one to continue your productivity improvement. I'm hoping you'll find this video useful, as I know I would if I was in your position, because having a busy life is stressful. And the negatives to stress are very obvious in the fact of anxiety and other symptoms that can negatively impact your life. So, turning your life from busy, stressful to busy, exciting will be a great step for your mental health and consistency in productivity and improvement. Just before we jump into today's video, where all the value lies, I actually have a limited time offer on a one-to-one meeting with me. If you go to the top link in the description, then you can book a one-to-one meeting with me, where in the hour I'll embark all of my productivity knowledge to take you from point A, unproductive, to point B, productive. And I hope in that time period we can get a lot of work done that will progress you in productivity, self-improvement, and your business journey. I really look forward to seeing you. The first implementation to create an exciting, busy life is the gamification. See, gamification simply means turning it into a game. Again, this is easier said than done, but for me, I find it very simple to gamify using habit tracking templates. I preach this a lot on my channel, but habit tracking templates and the way you fill it out like a normal template is very, very useful, because number one, you're creating the positive feedback loop around you and the work, and number two, in the way you format it, you can give yourself a point system, you can give yourself a reward system, and this gamification will be incredibly beneficial. See, turning things into a game intrinsically, especially in the male sex, will create a large excitement into your work, and if you know the rewards and you know maybe what you can get out of it, then you'll definitely take it more seriously and find it a lot more fun to complete. Even without the rewards, just the intrinsic desire to achieve in a game way via this point system in the habit tracking template and stuff will be very, very beneficial, irregardless of the reward afterwards. This is due to the neurobiological makeup of dopaminergic systems, which release upon completement of an achievement or task. Gamification is key to turn a stressful, busy life into an exciting one. Implementation number 2, the reformation of the mind. This is essential. This is one of the most important tips out of today's video, and I really hope you take it seriously. The reformation of the mind towards being excited and enjoying the work you're doing, regardless of the productivity side, is very important. You need to imagine, you need to dive deep into the introspection of your mind and imagine you're an important businessman running an important business empire. Imagine yourself in a full suit, wear nice clothes if you can, it'll help with the imagination impact, and just imagine yourself attending important meetings, doing important things, and then when you do your work, imagine the work you're doing, even if it is just recording a YouTube video or making a nice little poster for a client. Imagine that you go into a big corporate event and you're dressing up all nice and you're putting yourself in the mind of someone who's successful. This will excite you towards the work. You'll start to build up an affiliation towards the work because you see it as something of importance. This reformation from me, average Joe, doing a poster, to me in a business meeting with 4 people who are trying to invest £1 million into my company will be essential in me finding the work exciting, fun, and in the long run keeping consistent to it, because being deep into this mindset and being deep into the belief that I am of importance and the business I'm doing is of importance too will be very, very beneficial in helping us. Again, if you can dress nice, do it while doing your work and you'll see a stark increase. The last tip in today's video is almost a cliche ending: gratification. This is the pillar of productivity, the pillar of self-improvement, and the upholding support of you completing the work in general. So gratification is again based upon the dopaminergic system of the neurobiological section of the brain, and the way it works is very simple. When you complete something, you feel good and your body releases the feel-good hormone, dopamine. This dopamine creates a positive reinforcement loop around you and the work, and therefore in future, when you are doing the task of completing more work and you finally complete it again, this positive reinforcement loop around you completing the work, for example, you completing it, feeling the dopamine, and then this complete cycle, once repeated more than 5 times, will be ingrained into the point where when you attend your work and you start doing your work, you will suddenly feel an excitement, a bit of fun, a bit of interest into doing the work, because you know the reward afterwards is this neurobiological release of dopamine, aka happiness. I know that was a bunch of mumbo jumbo, but the implementation for this tip is you can also program your dopamine by having cheeky bad habits. I mean, everyone does. Everyone doom scrolls now and again. Everyone catches themselves looking at their phone for far too long. But if you're in a busy life, you don't have time for that. So setting aside maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes while you're on the toilet for say, to scroll on Instagram Reels and browse your friends' stories and stuff like that can be a great boost of dopamine that you can strategically time to counter stress in your work. So for example, every single time you complete a major task of the day, you allow yourself 10-15 minutes of scrolling. I know it's a bad habit to implement and it's a bad habit to keep consistent. However, when you utilize like this as a reward, as a gratification system, this bad habit turns into an amazing implementation to trick your brain into enjoying your work. This is just something to play around with. A lot of people make it food or make it, certain activities with their friends, which obviously be better. But in terms of an easy, low-cost, gratifying reward, social media use is definitely up there. The algorithms are prone to release dopamine, so it's important that you strategically time it to upon completion of your work. Again, it's all to do with the positive feedback loop. So those were 3 implementations. I hope you take notes, I hope you take advice, and I hope you implement this into your day-to-day plan. But I just know that once you get to the point where productivity is not the problem and having a busy life is the problem, then stress ensues, and making it fun and gratifying to complete work is essential for the consistency and longevity of the work you're doing. Just one more time, if you're looking to work with me one-on-one for 1 hour of productivity advice, where I'll dump all of my strategies and potential implementations you can use, then please look at the top link in the description and we can break it down together to take you from point A, unproductive, to point B, very productive. I know you can make improvement, as we always can. Being busy isn't fun. It can cause burnout, fatigue and stress, but convert your mind using these 3 implementations and I'm sure you can change for the better. Thank you for watching.